Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. If you stick to the end in this video, you'll have a lot of answers about time management skills and you can stop yourself from going through stresses and going crazy. Let's go!
Before we get started, I wanted to thank everyone who has supported and shown interest in our content. We are growing fast, and we can't do it without you. We love and appreciate you all. So go ahead and share our channel to someone who might really need this. Follow us on IG for daily motivational content and up-to-date information on prizes just for following or tuning in. Take a look at our merchandise online with new affiliates and collaborations weekly. Come and join us right here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch on Tuesdays around 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And that is subject to change with more platforms to come, so look for us, tune in, and let's have some fun. When you hear this sound, it's time to pay close attention. In the last chapter, we talked about health. We shared some of the different components and how it all works systematically. We gave you a different perspective as to the benefits of maintaining a healthy lifestyle. It will be very difficult for you to understand time if you are loaded and flooded with toxins that do not allow you to think clearly. It could also influence your success negatively in expressing your thoughts clearly. Time takes a lot of skills to understand and manage it expeditiously. What is time? The indefinite continued progress of existence and events in the past, present, and future regarded as a whole. A point of time as measured in hours and minutes past midnight or noon. Plan, schedule, or arrange when something should happen or be done. Measure the time taken by a process, activity, or a person doing it. So time can be measured, metered, or counted. Similar words include schedule, set up, arrange, organize, book, line up, prearrange, timetable, bill, program, plan, or slate. Let's show you some different ways to describe time. To solve for time, use the formula for time, which means time equals distance divided by speed. A 24-hour clock instead of 2 daily clocks is called military time. They start over when the time reaches 12 noon during the midday or 12 midnight, which is also the official start of the calendar day. From beginning to end, the duration of how long something lasts, the length of time one thing takes to be completed. Time is not an energy. It's a dimension. You can get stuck in the illusion of time or lose track of time. Time heals all wounds. Your time should not be allocated to serve someone else's love before you love yourself. That's just horrible. Their happiness is not your responsibility. Use your time wisely. Who created time? Some say prior to 1500 BC in ancient Egypt, the measurement of time began with the invention of a shadow device called a sundial. But it was not the same time we know today because the Egyptian measured 365 days divided into 3 seasons, each of 4 months, 30 days each. So every 4 years it would fall behind the solar year by 1 day. And after 1,460 years, it would again be on point with the lunar solar calendar. Scientific definition. Physicists define time as the progression of events from the past to the present into the future. Basically, if a system is unchanging, it is timeless. Time can be the 4th dimension of reality, used to describe events in 3-dimensional space. According to Wikipedia, time is the continued sequence of existence and events that occur in an apparently irreversible succession from the past through the present into the future. So what is time really? Time is not constant because it changes with motion. Including our DNA, time comes from the same atoms and particles within our bodies. Time is the frequency of longitudinal energy waves. Can time be stopped? Some scientists say yes. All you need to do is travel at light speed. Time can be measured, but it has no mass and occupies no volume. The ultimate intangible. With gravity, you can feel its effects, and it is associated with mass, yet it doesn't consist of matter. Hey, wait a minute. Is time the fourth dimension? According to Einstein, not only do you need to describe where you are in three-dimensional space, including length, width, and height, but also in time. Time is the fourth dimension. So to know where you are, you must know what time it is.
Yeah, boy!
What do physicists say about time? Based on Einstein's theory of relativity, which is the modern understanding of time, is space and relative motion merged into space-time, where we live on a world line instead of a timeline. Tell me why. We need to measure the time to keep a track of our daily activities. When you understand this, we now can schedule and prioritize. The highest achievers manage their time exceptionally well. The quality of your work increases when you're not rushing to complete it of a fast approaching deadline. When you get it right, you will end up working smarter, not harder, and get more done in less time. Comes in handy when time is tight and pressures are high. So time management is the process of organizing and planning how to divide your time between different activities. According to Wikipedia, time management is the process of planning and exercising conscious control of time spent on specific activities, especially to increase effectiveness, efficiency, and productivity. When you prioritize your task, it ensures that you have enough time available to complete every project when it needs to be done. Let's talk about time management skills, shall we? To manage your time well, you must use a variety of skills that will help you manage your time effectively. So let's talk about some of the most important time management skills, including organization, which means creating and maintaining an up-to-date calendar that will help you produce a clear picture of what you need to complete. It is such a great relationship to be a part of, like the one that gives back what you put into it. While you are organized, you can locate common items like documents, your keys, your phone maybe, just by having a neat environment and taking detailed, diligent notes that would eventually help you to be clever. Prioritization. Prioritizing your tasks, starting with the most time-sensitive first, is the best way to start, and the second option is, at what cost do you stand to lose? Leveling each of your responsibilities for priority is key in being an awesome time manager. But there are many ways to prioritize what you need to get done, like maintaining an up-to-date calendar and writing in your yearly birthday reminders like I do. Goal setting. Setting goals is the first step to becoming a good time manager. Goal setting allows you to clearly understand your end goal and what exactly you need to prioritize to accomplish it. Setting both short and long-term goals can lead to success in your career. Communication. Communication skills will assist you to make your plans and goals clear to anyone you have a relationship with. It also allows you to designate tasks fairly to focus on the most relevant and time-sensitive tasks consistent with your goals. Planning. One of the most fundamental parts of time management is planning. Being efficient in planning the events of your day will accomplish things and will help you stick to the schedule. Delegation. A good time manager only completes tasks that will help accomplish goals. You can also practice delegating tasks if you are managing a project. When someone asks you to do something, saying no can often be difficult to do or say. But we must have boundaries to accomplish your goals by managing your time well. Managing stress. You need to pay close attention to your mental health when practicing good time management. You need small breaks throughout your day and give yourself small rewards when you accomplish your task. It will help you remain positively motivated and help you accelerate when going through your schedule. It can also help you work autonomously without needing much from others. Taking the time and putting an honest effort will make you more competent and in turn more reliable. Develop each of these skills and it will give you the confidence to master feasible tasks in every part of your life. So why are time management skills so important? For one, we don't want to miss any opportunities, and if you're a hot mess, you won't be able to see it. Having time management skills will allow more free time. We can feel less pressure. You can identify new ways to be creative and express yourself in a clear and concise manner. They help you to accomplish goals with structure. Here's a common example. If your goal is to get a job, first you need to update your resume, then research companies, search for compatible openings, fill out the applications, and eventually prep for the interviews. All this takes time, and you must set aside the right amount of time per day that will help you achieve the steps to getting not just any job, but the potential to land a good job. On the other hand, you probably have a variety of responsibilities if you already have a job and assist the company to reach certain goals successfully. Maintaining events, meetings, and tasks on your calendar is necessary to be successful in whatever role you play, business and personal. Time management skills will result in being focused and not wondering about things. Instead, we need to be confident about our schedule because while being distracted, you might miss important information that can help you be better at something. If you are always running late, I am especially talking to you. We need to have space to be proactive and create with our goals. We also need time to think about the big picture personally and in business. If we are not managing our time, we miss things that could be detrimental down the road and come back to haunt us. We need time to tweak and adjust the schedule as well. So how do we improve time management skills? Working on your time management skills will help you recognize and take advantage of new opportunities you may not have noticed when you are unorganized. Here are 3 quick ways for you to improve your time management skills. Number 1, set both long and short-term goals. A short-term goal is usually described as something a year or less, and a long-term goal can be described as something that's more than a year. To help you clearly understand exactly what you need to accomplish to achieve good results, you must practice regular or minor goal setting first. For long-term goals, recognize and pick out shorter and smaller term goals along the way. I will give you an example. Let's say you were looking into a promotion at your job within 3 months to a year. When you assess or evaluate what you need, you will realize you may need to brush up or attain certain skills to put you in the best position to be a good fit and not just rely on tenure. Everyone should be considering practicing SMART goals. If you don't know what SMART goals are, let me briefly explain them. The word SMART in SMART goals is an acronym where all the letters of the word are part of the meaning and spelled in an abbreviation. These goals should be recognized as S for specific, and this is where you ask yourself, who is involved? What do you want to achieve? When do you want to achieve this? And why is this so important? M for measurable. When you ask yourself, how will I measure my progress and how will I know if my goal is achieved? A for achievable. This is where you ask if you are clear about when will the goal be complete and if you have set enough time to reasonably complete it. R is for relevant, where you ask if this goal is related to my overall success. And T is for the time-based goals, where you answer how long this goal will take to accomplish, when will you check in to measure progress or completion, and the most important question of them all is, are you ready to start on this goal now? Number 2, managing your calendar. We must determine what's beneficial and relevant to the goals at hand. The most important tasks on your list must have time set aside to work on them. At times, you will need to consider blocking off more than just minutes and hours. Certain decisions or movements might take days or weeks to manifest. Things you do on a regular basis might be compromised or challenged. So if you truly feel that this event or step will not add value or contribute in any way, you should put it to the side and save it for another day. It could be part of another set of principles that are necessary to reach another goal or an alternative task. Number 3, your assignments must be prioritized. No, it's not easy. A difficult skill, but like everything we do above the norm, it gets easier with practice. You can practice prioritization by making to-do lists. Writing out everything you need to get done will help you physically prioritize the most urgent tasks and easy errands. Ask someone who is good at prioritizing, and they will help you and teach you how they complete their work. Understanding when something is due and the effects tasks have on others in your circle will allow you to see things in the total perspective. Along with goals that can help you to get certain things done ahead of other tasks, there is nothing stopping you from getting better at this skill. Improving time management skills can help you be better at everything when you engage on the ability to focus completely throughout your day. Be a better time manager by setting goals to be organized and prioritizing your to-do list. It seems like a lot, but if you adapt to the old carpenter saying, you should always measure twice and cut once, you will understand this a little better. Meaning, if you take the time to be certain, you will avoid doing things twice or 3 times. Dude, that's just insanity. Is time the greatest gift of all? Now think about this for a hot minute. When you give someone your time, you are giving them a piece of your life that you can never get back. You only have a set amount of it, and time is your most precious gift because of it. You can lose it all and make more money, but you can't make more time. That is why time is the greatest gift that you can give someone. So when it comes to time, you must use it wisely. In the introduction of this podcast, we say that time is merciless and it doesn't wait for anyone. It will go on with or without you. Time management is one of the key components to living the stress-free, confident, healthy, peaceful, and happy success stories that we all want to experience. Happy to be alive is the value of life. Time teaches and makes you feel that way. And the most precious time is the present, right now, where we sit or stand, where we are, and the people around us to share it with. It is okay to focus on the future, but you can't live in the future until it happens. And when it comes to the past, you either have to correct it or maintain it, depending on how good or bad it was. But just remember that time evolves, and things will never stay the same when we're living above the norm. The vocabulary word for this podcast is feasible, which is possible to do easily or conveniently. Similar words include practicable, practical, workable, achievable, attainable, realizable, viable, realistic, sensible, reasonable, within reason, useful, suitable, expedient, helpful, constructive, doable, earthly, accomplishable, likely or probable to happen, and last but not least, it is possible. The opposite being, of course, impossible. I want to thank everyone who is following us and has become part of the Omega family. We love and appreciate you all. As you know, we have a deep admiration for those who genuinely want to grow and live above the norm. We are here to offer enlightening information about life and its many challenges. We also offer an array of business consulting strategies to maximize your work production, promotion, marketing, and to lift the spirits of your company staff. We also offer personal consulting through our Life program. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitch for daily motivational content and chances to win cash and nice prizes just for tuning in. Right here on YouTube for our show called P.S. I Love Me. Now on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Subject to change, so tap in and check out the weekly schedule for the show times and events.